Today's demonstration is about implementation of secure authentication using JWT tokens, HTTP-only cookies, CSRF protection, route authentication, rare limiting, and input sanitation to protect user data and maintain secure sessions. So the first one is password hashing and JWT authentication. So here are the functions of hashing password, comparing it, setting JWT cookies when logging in. When user registers, passwords are never stored in plain text. We hash passwords using nodes, crypto module within script, and a random salt. It's demonstrated right over here. This protects against password theft because even if the database is compromised, attackers cannot directly read user passwords. So we move into the crypto. Right over here. So we use a timing safe equal to reduce timing attacks during password comparison. If we take a look at a payload function and also token creation, the JWT payload stores the authentication user ID and the CSRF token. The token is signed using a secret stored in environment variables, which prevents attackers from modifying the token. So here we're looking at the token. And then, so I store the JWT inside an HTTP-only cookie instead of local storage. HTTP-only cookies cannot be accessed by front-end JavaScript, which helps prevent token theft during XSS attacks. The same site strict setting also helps protect against cross-site request forgery attacks. Moving to JWT validation middleware and protected routes. Here it's in this file. So the middleware validates the JWT on every protected request. And if no token exists, the request is rejected as unauthorized. So that's a verification of it. This verifies if a JWT signature using the service secret. After validation, the authenticated user ID is stored in rec user, so protected routes know which user is making a request. This demonstrates authentication, which verifies identity. Authorization is different because the backend must still verify that users only access or modify their own resources. CSRF protection. So we can go back to this file. It's this line 35 demonstrating it. So if my application protects against cross-site request forgery attacks and a random CSRF token generated and stored inside the JWT payload during authentication. For post, patch, put, delete requests, the client must send the same CSRF token in the token header. If the token does not match, the request isn't rejected. This prevents malicious external websites from sending authenticated requests on behalf of the user. When we talk about validation session security protection, so I validate and sanitize incoming user data before processing requests to reduce injection attacks and invalid input. Then I'm using Helmet Express XSS Sanitizer Express rate limit for security purposes. Also rate limiting to reduce denial of service attacks. The user session is maintained security through the HTTP only JWT cookie, which the browser automatically sends the future requests. When we move to the logout part, or log off as here in our function, So we see that the logov process clears the JWT cookie, which invalidates the authentication session. So this helps securely handle authentication edge cases. If the JWT is missing, invalid or expired, or CSRF token check fails, then malware blocks access and returns an unauthorized response. So if we open Postman, just to quickly demonstrate. So prior to this, I created a new account. I registered the user. And if we go to log on, we are getting a message that the user was successfully logged in, and we get back the CSRF token, which is right over here.